Hello and welcome to another Driven Catalyst live stream. Today we are going to be doing some doodling. It's about time we have a theme song too. I feel like every time I log on for a live stream, it feels a little anticlimactic to hop on and say, "Thank you for tuning in again. We are going to do things on Driven Catalyst and it's going to be live streamed." So maybe we'll do that on video production day. But without further ado, so something I always say as one of few creatives at this company, and just working amongst software engineers, is that every time I work on something and present it, although I am a profound and devout believer of the arts and the value of the arts, there's a lot of times where I have a little bit of the, oh, you all code things and do things in STEM, which is very societally recognized as a big deal and valuable. And so sometimes I feel a little bit like I'm doing my job, but I'm holding up like a picture like a little kid asking, like, will you hang it on your refrigerator? And so that kind of sparked the idea, what if I ran with that? What if I used that idea as an opportunity to have fun and create silly little graphics that may be put to use and may not be put to use at all? At a minimum, it will be fun to create and it will be a good exercise, I feel like, to just make something do something. So today we're going to do some refrigerator art. That's what our segment is going to be called. So I came prepared. I have the Adobe Illustrator file open and we're going to get cooking. I quite frankly don't know what I'm going to do, but I want it to have a lot of colors because I feel like that's how refrigerator art works. What I'll probably do is I'll probably set up a classic little Roy G. Biv situation. I know Adobe Illustrator has color palettes. I could just go up and choose a Pantone color palette, but I'm going to do things my way and choose colors. I do want them to be as Crayola-y as possible though, I think. With exception for, obviously that's a hot pink. Feels pretty necessary if you ask me. So we're gonna roll with some hot pink. Let's go in fun blue. Like, aren't these fun? I think they are. Also, are you pretty impressed with me for just sort of throwing together this color scheme and it looking pretty dang, I don't know. I think it looks pretty good. It's coordinated nicely. I've been joking with my friends. I've been saying I'm like in my Hello Kitty era of dressing. I have been wearing like a lot of like bright colors together that I normally wouldn't. And I call it my Hello Kitty like way of dressing because I feel like Hello Kitty is always wearing like bright primary colors together, like mixing them in ways that would normally clash, but like in little kids' clothes and on per set like an iconic branded cat. You just don't think twice about it. It's just so fun and whimsical. And I feel like I've been trying to have more fun with how I dress. And so I've been calling it my Hello Kitty clothes era. Let me move that over. Okay. So this is a little color palette in all its Crayola glory. And let me draw. I don't know what I'm gonna, oh, you know what? I do need to, oh, that's tough. Okay, wait. So what we'll do is I'm gonna do it twice because I just realized I need to... These all need to be streaks too. No. Okay. There we go. So I can... Okay, so swap it so it has a red outline, and then I want the... There we go. Can you see? Yeah, you can see my little... Okay, so over here what I'm doing is I'm swapping them so that the outline is orange, and then I'm getting rid of the fill so that when I go draw, I can just quickly eyedropper things. While we're doing this, I'm like, can't even begin to think of what my refrigerator art will be of. What I can tell you is, as a kid, I would draw horses a lot. I love animals. I love horses specifically too. I still do. I had actually the best time ever. Last weekend, I got to see horses at my friend's family Easter, like, holiday gathering. And it was the highlight of my month, probably maybe year. It was so fun and so exciting. And kind of a fun fact, I learned how to draw horses from one of the stars of Netflix's Cheer documentary. One of the girls I went to, ultimately, like, eventually high school with, but first and foremost elementary school with, ended up like being like super duper successful, talented, was on the Cheer documentary on Netflix. And I'll just like never forget, we didn't interact much in high school. But she was always nice when we did interact. And then, but I will never forget, in elementary school, she was like, so before she was a talented dancer, she's a very talented artist. And we had art class together, and it would have been in like kindergarten through second grade at the oldest. Second grade would have been the oldest. Third grade would have been the oldest, because then I changed schools. So that's how I'm like keeping track of it. But she was so talented, and like her art, even that young, would get sent to like rodeo type art competitions and stuff. If I'm pretty sure. And for when you would do like the art competitions in Texas for rodeo, a lot of times you draw horses. And so I remember I was just so blown away at how well she could draw horses. And she taught me. She was so sweet. She taught me how to draw horses, and I'll never forget it. Yeah. Now she's like a cheer queen, doing cheer things. Shout out. Okay. Feels like maybe I should. So do you want me to demo how she taught me how to draw horses? It's the standard, and I feel like I could never get my horses to look half as good as like the way hers that were winning competitions looked. But like obviously you start out with the circles, and then you draw the head and the snout and then knees and then hooves. But we're just starting with circles, right? Well, then you go in and you connect them all. And maybe since we're doing fun things, we'll leave all the circles there, and I'll connect them all with a different color. Let's make the stroke less, though. Or should we? Okay, so since we are able to do digital art, let's copy it and then pull the stroke down. That way, we're gonna like double up. Except I'm gonna be kind of wonky about it. I'm gonna go in and kind of mess it up. Just because I think the doodlier it looks, the cooler it will be in the end. Because the point of this is for it to not be fantastic. The point is for it to be kind of whimsical. And so I think the more kind of messing with it and the more layers we have, the more whimsical it will look. Also, I'm going to make it clear. I'm not trying to claim any clout for going to school with anyone from the Netflix True documentary. If anything, I mean this to just be a testament to they're like real people and they're sweeties. Some of them. I don't know. I'm not going to name drop. It's dumb. But yeah, literally will never forget. You never forget someone who teaches you how to draw horses when you are a horse girl. So, okay, so now I'm connecting it. I could have probably, so yeah. We'll do this. Boom. And then hold on. We need to have more structure. That first one was giving like llama or dog. And then we come in, we add, I almost said the hinges. The little like leg, the body of the legs. And then we'll add a hoof. Cool. And then she taught me, and I'm going to go in with the purple for this. So then to add legs, little life hack, you just sort of follow the line and you add a little, except that's too thick. So I'm going to undo it. Believe it or not, we didn't have the undo button in second grade art class. So then you just add like a little extra something. Look, now our horse has 4 legs. Looking good. Maybe I'll come in here, add some shading. Right? So you got the, wow. Yep. And then maybe, so this is at this point now the thickest of the lines. That looks, I didn't mean to do that. This horse is looking, oh, because it doesn't have ears. There we go. That really helped a lot. Boom. I do feel like I've captured the childlike quality, the whimsy, the creativity of refrigerator art that I was hoping to. So that's our little eye. And then, of course, they got noses, and we'll add a little mouth. And then we'll come in here with some tail hair. Boom. And then what if we decided that this horse gets to have a rainbow tail? Because I'm in charge. What if? I think that's fun. Do some green. Cute, fun, joyous. Keeping at it with some yellow. And then obviously, like, I think pink has to be incorporated too. So we're gonna do some pink. And I think I'm gonna go the thinnest that we've gone so far on the pink. And I'm gonna add some more curls. It's beautiful. We gotta add a mane. Wow. I love. feel like, hey, pun intended, I feel like horses are having their heyday. I feel like we are in a big Western style era, which has been so fun. And I'm happy to be making art to take part in this cultural movement. I think it's beautiful. Wow. Y'all, this is like not just a meme either. Last year for my birthday, my like main thing was like, I want to ride horses in good weather. So I went to Colorado and I rode horses. And that was really fun. Like, I'm a real horse girl. I'm a real fan of horses. I'm not a fair weather horse girl. I'm not just here for the trend. What colors should we make the horse? Oh, I think orange. I haven't used any orange yet. And when I rode my horse on my birthday, they asked me at the ranch, like, do you have a favorite kind of horse? Like, what horse do you want to ride? And my favorite kind of horse, I thought it was called Palomino. It's not. I was wrong about that. I do like Palominos. I'm a friend for all horses and ponies. Friend of all. But it's Paint. Paint is my favorite kind of horse, which is ironic because this looks very MS Paint, this art that we're doing here. But what Paint horses are is they're the ones that they're like brown, but then also they have big like stripes of them are not brown. They're like white. They're like calico horses. It's probably the better way to say it. Wow. And then they have these beautiful... Are they the ones that are almost like cow printish? Except not quite. Because they're like... I don't know. Oh no! I didn't mean to do that! Oh no. Okay, so I only want to erase from this layer. So I'm going to lock the top layer. Because I want to make the paint coloring. Oh no. This isn't going how I hoped. Okay. Maybe I could just do like that. And that would... Yeah, there we go. So... I'm just kind of resizing things. And what if we did that? Yeah, this is looking awesome. Could your AI do this? Didn't think so. Look. And like now I can make it run like a little horse. So cute. Okay, and now I feel like I just want to take the color palette elements and do something like fun with them. Like, what if I did like smooth? Can I smooth out a circle anymore? No. What about... chin shape fill? What? No, I don't want to do that. Okay. So now, can we just swap them all? I want this one to be, so I want them all to be filled. But I don't want the black outlines that the others have. That's why I'm not just using my to the side color palette. Okay. So now I'm going to, oh, I shouldn't have done that after doing it all. Oh, I should not have done that. Okay, let's see. What, so like, should it be on the beach? Yeah, the horse is on the beach, so we gotta have some sand. Have a little hand spasm to make some polka dots. See, I think it's giving doodled in like a high fashion way. You know how all the brands are putting like kitschy little doodles on their stuff right now? That's what this is. This is a high fashion choice that we're making. And then I'm going to swap it. I'm going to just make it like a hair. Well, no, let's do different. So we're going in with a different color. And I'm going to just put it here. Right now it's on top, but if I tell it to go to the back, or I use my Command Shift open bracket, then look. The horse is literally on the beach. Princess! The horse is literally on the beach. You know that meme? Fedora guy meme? If you don't, now you do. No, what happened to my horse? Like, so cute, right? Like, I feel like this horse is having a great day. Is it having a great day, or does it look like sad? Do you think my horse is sad? Do you think my horse needs horse therapy? Do you think my horse has been doing horse shadow work? Do you think my horse needs a horse intervention? Or just some neighborly love? Have you gone to check on your neighbor, the horse? She's been looking kind of sad recently. Literally so cute, so fun. And then like obviously like let's finish it up with a pun. And I feel like if we do a really good font, then I think it will fix everything. Not that there's anything that needs fixing. I think this looks awesome. But like, what's like a horsey thing to say? Besides like obviously like nay. What's something like that's driven catalyst-y? Start horsing around. Whoa. Why did it switch fonts? There we go. Start horsing around. I'm creating outlines so that I can move this better. Ungroup. Start horsing around. Download more games. In my mind, this is like, you know how cows can't read or write? And Chick-fil-A sort of exploited that about them for their branding and marketing. This is kind of like that, but with horses. I kind of liked the kind of liked that it had the white background. So, also not to ever disparage any brand, but every single time I have even looked in the direction of Old Spice, don't I have to say allegedly? I say allegedly to cover all our bases. Every time I so much as look in the direction of an Old Spice deodorant, it makes me burn. It makes me burn. I know no one asked. I know that was frankly uncalled for and random. But in the off chance that you just saw me sort of, oh, you can't, it's cut off. I feel like I just kind of like moved my shirt around to try and scratch. I'm sorry, this is gross. Yeah, I feel like I have some, what's the most clinical, sterilized way to say a rash? I've got some inflammation and redness going on. And I'm not saying it's because of Old Spice, but that is a change that I have made. Is that I wasn't using Old Spice because I learned in middle school that it would make me itchy scratchy, make my armpits itchy scratchy. And here we are again. We're learning that same horrific lesson more than once. And you know what? What do lessons you learned in middle school and this live stream have in common? A lot, because we're doing refrigerator art today. Boom, that's our through line. Everything makes sense. I do feel like, what if we came in here with like a star shape? And I want it to be like a blue toned powder pink. A light one though. Start horsing around. Boom. Like actually, like this may be some of my best work. My foot limped. I just started a 30 Rock rewatch. So I'm in a very SNL mood. I'm in a very silly haha mood. Well, like, is this not awesome? I think it's awesome. If you are a local indie artist or non-local, local to the internet, and you just happen to be watching this live stream and you just feel overcome by inspiration and you just really appreciate my art, please do not hesitate to reach out. I think we can probably strike up a deal. I think this would be phenomenal album artwork. And really, if you want to print out your own copy of this for your refrigerator, I'll be in talk with my people. Maybe we can get PDFs. We can get downloadable files of this artwork that I've created here today and the more refrigerator art that is surely to come, uploaded to our website. Thank you so much for tuning in. It has been a long Monday, but we have done it. And I will see you tomorrow, and I hope